Hello ladies, and maybe some gents as well. I'm Taylor, and today we're going to be doing a lipstick / lip liner collection video. Forewarning you now, this is going to be a massive undertaking. I'm not really sure how it's going to go, but without further ado, let's just jump into the lip collection video. I will say that my collection is semi-massive, so I'm probably not going to swatch everything. Maybe I'll swatch a couple of my favorites and then we will see how it goes. Let's start with the easiest portion of my lip collection, which would be glosses. I have 4 lip glosses, one of which I'm wearing today. So this one, let's start since we're here. This is Gilded by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and holy moly, it is gorgeous. I love the sort of gold reflect that it gives on the lips, and I'm obsessed with the name. The word gilded is just one of my favorite words in the English language. Don't ask me why, but I just love it, and I love the color. The next gloss that I very much love is called Obvi, and it is by Tarte. Let's see if that will focus. Okay, it's not going to focus, so let's see if I can give you a swatch here. It's just sort of this warm brown gloss. It doesn't have, it's not full coverage, it's not opaque. I like layering it with maybe a lip liner or another lipstick. It's just a really nice warm brown gloss. I also have 2 of the butter glosses from NYX. Creme Brulee, which is a little more pink, and Madeline, which is a little bit more nude. And these are both just great everyday drugstore affordable glosses. Moving into lip crayons / pens, I also have a relatively small category in this one. Let's start off with the Burt's Bees lip crayon in Outback Oasis. It's another one that's just a soft nude, a little bit sheer but buildable. It's this color here. It's more on the pinky nude side, I think, but it's a nice go-to when my lips are feeling a little bit parched because I can give some moisture and also have a little bit of color. Relatively new to my collection is this Pinkie Swear lip clip in the color Girl Crush. I do like that name. I did also wear one of these clip paints, but I think it might be in my purse right now, in my blush and bronzer collection video, and that was called Midnight Breakfast. I've never worn this particular shade, but if it wears anything like Midnight Breakfast did, it's going to become a quick favorite because it was an ultra pigmented formula, creamy enough that it doesn't dry out your lips, but it stayed put. It didn't move out of my lip line. And I did go and eat sushi, which is like it's not a cute food to eat. So the lip paint held up pretty well for what I was eating. So I'm digging these so far. I'm not going to swatch this next one because everyone and their mom has this shade. It is the Bite Beauty lip crayon in the shade Glace. It's sort of a warm pinky nude color. It came in the Sephora birthday present this past year, so everyone has it. Another mini I believe I did also get from Sephora is this Trestique lip crayon, and every single bit of the packaging, like the writing on the packaging, has rubbed off, so I don't know the name of it. If it's still available on Sephora, maybe you can check it out and look, or maybe I'll look and see what the name is so I can put it here in the video somewhere. But it's this one here. Shocking, another nude. I know, another warm nude. I think you're gonna see some trends here in this lip video, but it's a nice formula. It can get a little bit drying, but it's nowhere near as dry as like a liquid lipstick formula. Lip liners are up next, and this is an embarrassingly large category for the amount of time it takes to use up a lip liner. It's a product that is pretty slow going in my collection, and I have tons of similar shades. So let's jump into those. Let's start with my darker colors first. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 reddy shades and 1 purple. This purple is ColourPop Nevermind. It's just a nice dark purple. I'm just going to show you the tips here because I'm not going to draw all over myself, or maybe I am. Who knows? We'll see. But that's ColourPop Nevermind. It's a nice deep purple for a really vampy look. Next up, we have this I Am Unique, or it's RealHer I Am Unique. I'm not really sure. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm. It is sort of a plummy red, purpley color. That's it right there. It's nice. I don't think I've ever worn this on my lips, so that's a fail. 3 reds I have. These are from the brand Provoc, or these 2 are from the brand Provoc, which is more of an international brand. I have the shades 23 Dangerous and 24 Heat of the Moment. Let me just swatch those for you since they are pretty similar in color. I think a little bit. Okay, so 24 is a little bit deeper and a little bit more blue. So if you can see here, 23 is on top and 24 is on the bottom there. 23 is just a little bit more orangey. Like I said, 24 is a little more blue. Then I also have this Plush Red shade from NYX. And I do like the NYX lip liners, but they can be a little bit dry at times because they are that wooden pencil. But here is the Plush Red color. So as you can see, I do have a little bit of overlap or very similar shades in my red lip liner collection. I probably need to use some of these up or get to decluttering these. I'm trying to wipe these off, and now I'm learning that probably starting with red lip liners early on in the collection video wasn't the smartest thing to do. You live and you learn, right? Now for the truly embarrassing part of my lip liner collection. These are my pinks and nudes. I have essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the same color in a slightly different tone, undertone, and depth. So I'm not going to swatch these for you. They're all pinky nudes. They're all brands that I would recommend for you to try. So let's just rattle on through them. The one that I am missing here, I think it's in my purse, is from NYX. It's one of their wooden lip liner pencils, and I think it's Natural Nude, Natural Pink, something like that. I'm not sure. So that one is missing from this group, but let's just go on through it. Speaking of NYX, we have Nude Pink here. Very pretty. I like that one a lot. Next up, we have Sorme in the shade Baby Doll. Another really pretty, please focus. Another really pretty pinky nude color. Let's continue on the pinky nude trend. We have ColourPop. What color are you? Lumiere. I did declutter my Lumiere lipstick, so I'm almost wondering if it's time to declutter this one. But it's getting a little bit deeper in tone, still sort of pinky, but a little bit more moving into mauve category. Very, very similar to that is the color Bound, also from ColourPop. It is pinky mauve nude. What else am I gonna say here? They're all the same. We have this shade also from Provoc in Read My Lips. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit softer. It's a nice base for sort of those like concealer lips, but it does have enough pink to it that you're not like flat, where did my lips go? Another nude soft shade here is Skimpy from ColourPop. And I will tell you, the only thing about this one is that I cannot, like if I wanted to do a liner and gloss look, I can't use this. This has to be used underneath of a darker lipstick. Darker could just be a darker nude. I'm not talking about, you know, a black lipstick, just because it is a little too pale for my skin tone. So I have to kind of liven it up. The next 2 in my collection are number 30 from Provoc. It's getting more into the pinky brown territory, a little bit darker. And number 18, also from Provoc. That one's a little more on the pink side. Yeah, I'm sorry if you wanted me to swatch these, but if I swatched them, they were all going to be essentially the same color. So let's just move on to the next category. We are going to go into liquid lipsticks now. I have two minis here. This one is the Tarte Lip Paint in the shade Birthday Suit. So I've never actually, wow, that's really pretty. I've never even swatched that shade before, so shame on me. But this is, here, there we go, that's better. Birthday Suit. It's a warm peachy nude, shocking. And then we have Meet Matte Hughes by the Balm in the shade Committed, which is a little bit more on the pink side, but is nevertheless still a little bit of a pinky nude. That is that shade there. And it has this nice minty smell to it that I really enjoy. So those are my two little liquid lipstick minis for you. Next up, we have Dose of Colors. Dose of Colors has one of the best liquid lipstick formulas in my opinion. I do think the liquid lips are like $18 each if I'm not mistaken, so they're a little on the pricier side, but I definitely think they're the most comfortable formula to wear on your lips. I have the shades Bear With Me and Stone. These, once again, are a peachy nude and a sort of cool pinky nude. This one here, bad swatch, Taylor. This one here is Stone, and this one here is Bear With Me. They are very pigmented. I don't often have to reapply them throughout the day, so that is very nice. But like I said, liquid lipsticks, they're not totally my jam anymore. However, the Dose of Colors are very comfortable. I have a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Mannequin. It's just this sort of nice, warm, nudie color. Again, Jeffree Star has a very good, comfortable formula. Great for all day wear for a liquid lipstick. In my collection, I do have one Kylie liquid lipstick. I'm not a huge fan of the Kylie formula, but this is Koko K, and I like that it's just a soft sort of pink nude color. I don't get a ton of use out of it, like I said, because of the formula, but it's a very pretty shade if I require that color. Two Ofra colors that I have are Aries and Charmed. Aries is a peachy nude, and Charmed is a little bit more on the pinky mauve side. These are another really nice formula that I like. They feel a little bit thinner when you apply them to the lips, but they are a little bit more of a moussey texture. I feel like they don't ever dry down 100%, which I'm kind of okay with. I personally would rather sacrifice a little bit of the wear to have a more comfortable formula. In my opinion, Anastasia Beverly Hills is the company to beat when it comes to colors of liquid lipstick. I personally have two in my collection. I have Stripped and Dusty Rose. Stripped is one of my all-time favorite nudes, like ever. So this is Stripped. It just works so well with my skin tone, and I feel like it would work with a lot of other people's as well because it's warm but not too warm, and it's like a darker nude. It's just a very nice color. And then the other one that I had, I already forgot the name of it, was Dusty Rose, and this is Dusty Rose here. It's pretty, like I said, kind of similar to that Ofra one, but darker, a little bit more pigmented, a little bit deeper, and more like mauve-y pink. It's just a really nice color to wear on the everyday. So next up is Kat Von D, and this is again another more of the comfortable liquid lip formulas. I'm not going to touch on the Kat Von D drama. I like the shades. Once I run out, I will not repurchase, but I do need to find a dupe for this shade here, which is Bow and Arrow. It is it's up there with Stripped from Anastasia as being one of my favorite colors. It's this sort of nude. It's a little bit on the cooler side, but it's not so cool that it is unwearable. That's it here. And I don't know if you can see, This eyeshadow look that I've got going on is a little bit more grungy, a little bit, I have a cooler shade on the lid and then a warmer brown blowing out the crease. I love to wear colors like this on my lip when I have an eye look, this sort of grungy going on. In addition to Bow and Arrow, I have the tried and true Lolita, which to be honest is not one of my favorite shades. I don't think it looks super great on my skin tone, but that's it here. It's along the lines of most of my other pinky dark nude colors. This one is a little bit even deeper than the ones that I've showed you before. One of the best formulas ever in liquid lipstick form is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams. And I know that they're not true liquid lipsticks because they don't dry down fully and they do come off much faster than your traditional like drier, more liquidy liquid lipstick. However, these are fantastic. If I was going to recommend any of the liquid lipsticks I just showed you, it would be these NYX ones because they're affordable, they're quality, the color range is fantastic, and I just love the way that they feel on my lips. So let's go ahead and swatch a few. These are the colors I have here, and here they are all swatched. This is London, Stockholm, Cannes, and Istanbul. I probably get the least amount of use out of Istanbul just because it's more of a pinky, brighter color. London is by far my most used, which is a warm nude. I also have the NYX Lip Suede formulas. This one in Soft Spoken and this one in, what color is this? Kitten Heels. I don't like kitten heels, but I think this color is pretty. It's just a nice, deep, like bright pigmented red and a nice mauvey pink. I don't like the formula on these as much as I like the soft matte lip creams, but they're still nice and relatively affordable. My last liquid lipstick is this Amore Matte Lip Cream here by Milani. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now this is probably the least comfortable formula that I have in my collection, but the color itself is like, so stunning. Definitely not an everyday color, more of an occasion shade, that is for sure, but it's picking up a little more yellow on the camera, but it's this, it's so gorgeous. Every time I look at it, I'm just blown away. Great for looks during the summertime if you want to do a relatively simple eye look and then just have statement lips. It's a perfect warm weather lip color. The next and last category for lipsticks are my bullet lipsticks. And I think this category even gives liquid lipsticks a run for its money. But I will say that I wear bullet lipsticks more than anything. I will say though, this is the part of my collection where I do have some non-cruelty-free items that I definitely need to use up and get out of my collection. Speaking of non-cruelty-free lipsticks, I have 5 MAC bullet lipsticks still in my collection. And this used to be one of my all-time favorite formulas. It is a real shame that MAC is not cruelty-free because they just kind of, they exist in a league of their own, I feel like, as far as their makeup goes. So let's just go through these colors. I have Whirl, Cozy Up, Captive, Diva, and Mare here, and I've swatched them all. Let me just set them down so that they're not falling. Okay, so here we go. Whirl, Cozy Up, Captive, Diva, and Mare. They're just great everyday colors. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a brown nude, a little bit of a warm peachy nude, some pinky colors. Diva's a nice sort of deep red, kind of bordering into burgundy. I really like that color, but again, it's more of an occasion statement lip. The other ones are definitely more wearable everyday shades. I have one of the Sephora bullet lipsticks in the shade Ingenuous. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's almost gone, if you can see there. I wanted to use this up in 2018, but I didn't quite make it. This is another nice, oh, it's one of my favorite shades. I wish the Sephora range was cruelty-free. It's great. It's got great pigmentation and it's creamy without being like a shade that just dissipates so quick because it is too creamy, but it's a nice nude. I can pull it off with warm looks and cool looks, so I like that it's sort of a multitasking lipstick for me. I have a L'Oreal lipstick in the shade Fairest Nude. This one is a little bit sheer when you apply it on the lips, but it does build up nicely, not cruelty free, so once I finish it, it'll be gone from my collection. I have two of the Rimmel Kate lipsticks here in the shade 104 and 14. These are some of the nicest lipsticks at the drugstore in my opinion. Again though, Rimmel is not cruelty free, which is a huge bummer, but I'll enjoy the shades while I have them and they'll be sayonara when they're gone. I have two lipsticks from Gerard Cosmetics. The first one here is in Rodeo Drive. It's a nice, let me see if I can give you a swatch. The only thing I don't like about this one, and I think you'll be able to see from the swatch, is that it's a little bit sheerer, but it's a very pretty pink color and gives a nice, like if I want to wear it on top of a lip liner, it's just a nice finish to that look. Then I also have the shade Buttercup, and I believe this was a Jaclyn Hill collaboration. It's probably old enough now that I need to get it out of my collection. But it doesn't smell, it doesn't have any like nastiness on it, so I'm going to keep it until I have to declutter it or get rid of it. That's it here. It's another sheer formula, but again is very pretty, everyday wearable. I have two Urban Decay lipsticks, one from the old packaging, one from the new packaging. I have the shade Naked in the old packaging here. It's not swatching super great because I just wiped a makeup wipe on my hand to get rid of swatches, but it's just a really pretty shade. Again, one of those like creamy matte formulas. And then I have this crazy shade here. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. This color here in Firebird. I like, it's beautiful. Definitely more of an occasion lip. Not something I would do on an everyday basis, but it's just a beautiful ultra pigmented color. I have a few minis, so we're gonna go ahead and get started on those. The first one is the Bite Beauty shade in Chai, and that is it swatched right there. I've never tried the Bite Beauty bullet lipstick formula, so I'm really excited to get into that. Next up is a Kat Von D mini in the shade Lovecraft, and that is it here. I really like to wear this shade on top of a more like brown nude lip liner and then put this over it. It gives a really pretty color that just looks really nice with my skin tone. Last but certainly not least, I have this Marc Jacobs mini in the Lamarck formula, and it's in the color So Rouge. That's it right there. These lipsticks are so flippin' comfortable. I've actually panned another one of the minis in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which was a pinky, dark pinky nude color. They just go on so nicely. They're very pigmented. They stick around surprisingly long for bullet lipsticks, and I definitely think that once I get my lipstick collection down to a reasonable level, and after my no-buy year, obviously, I might invest in maybe one or two of these Lamarck lipsticks if they're still around. I don't know if they're still available, but if they are, I would love to try out more of them. All right, that is it. We have made it to the end of the lip swatching, lip collection, liner, liquid, lipstick bonanza, and that's my collection for you. It is a lot of the same tones. I can't say that I'm surprised by that after what we found out in the blush and bronzer video. I was sort of expecting this, and all I can say is that's further proof that no buys are good for us. They're in order, and we just need to use up the lips, or I need to use up the lips that I've purchased up until this point, and move some of these things out of my collection. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you have any of these colors, if you like any of them, don't like any of them, any of that stuff. As always, I appreciate your guys' watching and leaving comments down below. And until next time, I will see you later.